Season 7 of The Rookie has had its share of villains in its first 5 episodes. A new serial killer and the return and demise of Jason Weiler, Steve Kazi, are the two exciting storylines that are balanced in this week's episode. Seth Ridley, Patrick Kelleher, one of 2 new rookies at the LAPD Mid-Wilshire branch, is the season's least frightening and most peculiar antagonist. Seth's most recent tragic backstory proved to be a bit too unbelievable, which indicated that something was wrong with him in last week's episode. When Lucy Chin, Melissa O'Neill, looks into Seth's past in this week's episode, she discovers that he was lying about both of his girlfriends. It is unclear how evil Seth's intentions are, and he is far from gone yet. As it stands, however, even though Lucy's first experience as a teaching officer has ended in a disappointing manner, this is a crucial and essential plot point for her. It challenges her to choose the kind of TO she wants to be and demonstrates Lucy's growth since her rookie days at the LAPD. Lucy could have chosen to wait for the moment and attempt to get over her worries in the interim after discussing them with Tim, Eric Winter, in the previous episode. But Lucy goes with her gut instead, and this week's episode begins with her visiting Seth's high school. Lucy meets with Mrs. Richards, Monty Michael, the school counselor, to ask her questions regarding Seth's high school experiences. She then compares and contrasts her responses with the tales that Seth shared with her. Lucy discovers that Seth has a habit of fabricating tragedies to win sympathy and escape awkward circumstances, and that neither of the girls who perished were his girlfriends. "I don't know how I am going to handle the situation yet," Lucy tells Seth when she confronts him. It's her first big decision as a TO, and now that she has all the facts, she must consider what she wants to do about them. In the end, Lucy makes the choice by herself. Lucy makes the decision to suggest that Seth be removed from the program because the consequences of their jobs are too great to tolerate such a situation, as she informs Tim later in the episode. Seth, who is regrettably already a few steps ahead of Lucy, has informed Sergeant Gray Richard T. Jones that his cancer has returned. Lucy is forced to allow Seth to stay, but she and Tim exchange a weighted glance that suggests they both believe this to be a lie. Lucy never intended to become a TO, but during the past 2 seasons, everything she had planned, from her detective dream to her relationship with Tim, fell apart. However, Lucy accepts being a TO when Sergeant Gray requests it, and she even begins by wagering on it with Tim in a light-hearted and flirtatious manner. Lucy admires Tim's methods, but she wants to be a different kind of TO. In order to give her rookie the opportunity to ask questions and make mistakes, she wanted to be kinder and more understanding. Seth exploited that generosity by turning Lucy's sympathy against her in order to avoid making any mistakes at work. Because she was a woman, Lucy had to put in twice as much effort as her fellow rookies to be taken seriously. She struggled to control her emotions, give her all at work, and complete everything as accurately as she could. Conversely, Seth is the antithesis of Lucy. Although he presents himself as a kind underdog, underneath he coasts along without exerting himself and then places the blame for his errors on a series of made-up tragedies. Since she began as a rookie, Lucy has developed significantly. Although she is confident in her ability to perform her job, she is also conscious of her blind spots and knows when to seek assistance. The most significant shift is Lucy's willingness to follow her gut and make significant choices as she sees fit. Lucy still suffers from the trauma of being abducted and buried alive by Caleb, Michael Cassidy, in Season 2. Lucy doubted her instincts and blamed herself for a long time after it happened. However, she's now at a point where she can trust her instincts once more and make the difficult decisions. Lucy goes on her own, despite the fact that the investigation at Seth's high school is risky and unorthodox. Tim appears to be anticipating that Lucy will ask him for advice when she brings up Seth to him at the end of this episode. Rather than seeking approval, she tells him why she made the choice she did. Over the past few seasons, Lucy has experienced many challenging changes, including failing the detective exam, getting dumped by Tim, watching Tamara Dylan Kenrick move out, and now discovering that her first rookie is a chronic liar. Despite her history of being knocked down, Lucy is handling things with grace, as evidenced by her behavior this season. She has made Tim her new friend and co-worker, takes in Selena, Seth Chavez, and Rachel Jasmine Matthews as roommates, and strives to be a great TO. Lucy now makes the difficult and right decision on her own, without waiting for additional information or questioning her gut.